Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for coming back, I do appreciate it. This video, as you can see by the title, is all about how I have my settings, why I have the settings I have and how it might be different from your settings. I won't go into too much detail because I imagine a lot of people already know what's good for them and what works for them, but if you are interested in how I lay out my configurations and settings and controls, then please do stay with me and I'll let you know why I do settings that I do. On the general gameplay settings, I haven't changed that much really, to be honest. It's more or less what you would have, I imagine. So we'll go straight to controller. I do normally stay with the default layout because I've tried different ones, but they just don't really work out for me really well. I did try a button puncher for a while, but I just couldn't get used to it. So yeah, I am on the normal button layout. The crouch button, as I mentioned, I've tried different layouts, which means I usually change crouch, because in a fight, your ability to crouch and move at the same time while shooting normally does help you massively in epics. But again, I just really struggle when I change the button layouts. Get used to it. I will mention briefly, go back, if you don't have auto spin turned on, you definitely should, because it's definitely helped me keep my controllers around a little bit longer. Anyway, back to this. Again, there's not a lot differently that I'd have. I have no dead zone, but I might need to because my PS5 controller is on its way out again. This will be my second one, unfortunately. Let's go down and have a look, see what I've got on here. So I do have ALC enabled, so this is why my settings look a little bit crazy. But I do tend to play very high and very high for both. I will show the ALC in a second. Movement dead zones, I keep it at small, inverted off, because I'm not psycho. Vibration, I think it was Zeus who I watched play, who said sometimes vibration could cause you to just slip up for a second or mispress a button or something. So I think, why not? Why risk it? I don't really care about vibration anyway, so not that big of a deal. I'll go back to LC in a second. Let's carry on doing these. And now, there's a lot of people that do not change this, and they really should. I have mine at about 106. I've got like a decent monitor. I sit pretty close. It's quite so I think it's 33 inch monitor I have. So 106. I try and do this on every FPS game I play. If you're unsure what it does, if you look to the right, it does tell you. But basically, you can see more when you're scoring than if you have it lower, a lower number. So I think default is it like 60 maybe? Tell you? No, it doesn't tell you. But I think it's quite low. But yeah, I think having it that does help. I know it might seem like, oh, but you don't see very well, so why would you want to have more on your screen? And I think, while I don't see things at a distance super well, if I've got an enemy near me or I can see more around my immediate vicinity, that is more helpful to me. It might not be for you, but I imagine it definitely would help you as well. These two, I don't think I've changed these two. Well, I did change this one. Because why would you want to mess up like sprinting and shaking all over the place? It's your disadvantage. I don't really see the advantage to it. Audio, no, Discord. Yeah. Alright. So what I normally do is I keep the top two up, because to be fair, I might turn that one down a little bit. Still leave these as they are. I turned dialogue down, I turned music down, lobby music down, because once you've played this game for a while, you generally tend to hear all the voice lines and hear all the dialogue and hear all the music. But if you have this up and everything else down, all you're going to hear is more footsteps, more enemy noise, more environment noise, which is only going to be beneficial for you in the long run. So I think it's advised to do something like that. Now, my ALC settings. So I watch a YouTuber called iTemp, and he mentioned that he changed his ALC settings. That's advanced look control settings for everybody. What it shows you here is what the defaults were with the line, the faded line, and now what my settings are. As I say, iTemp changed his, and he plays pretty well. He plays at a style I like most of the time. I'm not really a long distance shooter. I prefer to be up close, and he's not really a sniper either, so but why not give it a try? So I've used some of his settings that he did a video on, which I will link in the top right hand corner. He did claim to use settings from another content creator. So yeah, you'll see their links down below in the description. So yeah, let's get to it then. So we have dead zone set to 6%. Sorry, I think he said it was at 5, but I couldn't do 5. I don't know why. Outer threshold 1%. Response curve 7%. I didn't change per optic settings because I don't want to use a lot of optics other than the basic ones, the hollows and the bruiser mainly. If I pick up a bigger scope, then I'm probably going to die anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So then the outspeed I put all the way up to 380. Bit speed I put all the way to 280, and then 000 down the board until you get to ADS the outspeed, which I have changed to 140. ADS pit speed is at 105, then 0 down the board again. And as you come to the bottom, I think I've left these alone. I don't think it was necessary to mess with these. And I should explain why I think these settings are good for me. As I mentioned, I don't really do a lot of sniping because, well, I can't. I'm not very good. Like my reflexes are not bad, but it's just judging distance to movement and stuff sometimes is a bit off. Like my depth perception isn't great. So the way I tend to play, which I will show you in more videos, is I don't start a lot of the engagements that I end up in. I normally get shot at or spotted first because my awareness, it's not amazing. Like sometimes I might hear an enemy before they see me, but usually I'm the one that's being spotted. So that means I need to be quick. I need to be moving fast. I need to be getting in cover and getting accurate shots in as fast as I can because I know I'm going to take shots first. And that's why I think these settings are really good for someone who maybe isn't a good long distance shooter, isn't good at having awareness of surroundings, or is getting shot at before they do the shooting. So I think just having these settings and practicing will help you improve. I think my 1v1s have improved massively, doing this, and also through playing arenas actually. So I think if it's something that you struggle with, absolutely you should try these settings and others like it. You can find a lot of different settings on YouTube, to be honest, that might help you out. If there are other things that you'd like to know about how to play with visual impairments for FPS games, then do get in touch, and I'm more than happy to talk about it or even do videos about it or show you anything. I have played a lot of people who have no idea that I have visual impairment because I don't think I show it when I'm playing the games. I don't think it's very obvious. Like sometimes people are like, oh, that enemy's behind you. But that could just be an awareness thing, not necessarily, oh, he's blind, you know? yeah, so I'm going to think of more ways to show how I might play differently to you in the future. But do let me know if there's any ideas that you've got or any videos you'd like to see. I'm more than happy to do it. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next upload. Thank you. Bye.